Well, the T25 W side panel turned up, not bad either. Fits quite well. It's obviously exactly the same mounting brackets, obviously not a trophy 250 though. So I'm just going to give it, I'll take it back to bare metal, stick a bit of primer on it and see how it goes. So let's see what it looks like in a short while. Okay, there's a couple of coats of high build primer on there. I've flattened it off a couple of times. There was a couple of dents in there which I've managed to spill out, but I'm not looking for a showroom finish. It's just going to be a functional finish, so I'll probably give it 2 or 3 coats of black. I've thrown a bit of primer on the tank. I won't be going any further with the tank till I come back off holiday, because I need a bit of warm weather and because I need to get the tank looking nice. So we'll see what it looks like with a couple of coats of black on it. See you in a sec. How are we doing, folks? So treated myself to the single seat, turned up the other day. Blazing Saddles, whoever they are. It's aluminium base and pop riveted cover, obviously with foam inside it. I think it was 50 quid, 49 quid or something. But it's got riv nuts fitted, so there's one M6 riv nut there, and I think I can just feel underneath here there's another 2 underneath. It's silly why they didn't cut holes in it so you could see, because if you bought one of these you'd never know without. And can you peel it back enough? Or you can just see them underneath. But anyway, I've just offered it onto the bike, and that I've already marked it. That needs to be about there somewhere. So well away from the riv nut that's already in there, and the rear ones, because I'm using the brackets that are made for the other seat, they want to be about there, but they just want to stand off a little bit, probably like that. So it's a shame to do it, but I'm going to have to drill the pop rivets out, take the cover off, then just using the seat base I can mark out exactly for the position of new riv nuts, because obviously they're not going to be in the right place, and these looks like they're too far forward anyway. So I'll strip it down, we'll have a look, and we'll catch you in a short while. So that's it with the I drilled the rivets out with the cover removed. You can see the original riv nuts in there, which they're not in the right position for this bike. They're not central on this model either, because you've got the offset for the chain, so the shock absorber on one side is further out, so they're not central, so you've got to drill them anyway. And I wanted mine a little bit further backwards, so I've repositioned. The front one I just moved forward, and these are the riv nuts. So these are stainless steel ones, because I was doing a job on a boat, but you don't need to buy stainless steel ones, and these are a little bit harder to fit because it's not as malleable as the mild steel. But you just drill the hole, slot them in, and then there is a special tool, but I have a little spacer with a couple of flats on it that this passes through, and I just wind a nut down and it collapses the centre and grips, and they work quite well. It's a bit of a compromise, but it's only a seat, it's not holding the engine in, so it's going to be fine. So I'm just going to put the brackets on now and just put it on the bike finally before I put the cover back on. So we'll be back in a second. So there's the brackets fitted, and it should go on the bike. Just bear with me because I'm one-handed. So they now just, so it hooks on at the front. Or there's a couple of standoffs because I want it to rest on the frame, and it's going to work out quite well. So I've just got to pop rivet the cover back on, but I think it's going to be fine. See you in a sec. Okay, brackets fitted, all pop riveted back together. Yeah, looks quite tidy. Standoffs, I don't know if you can catch them. I just turned up a bit of alley just to give the 15mm needed, so it rests level on the frame, top of the frame. But yeah, and very light, quite pleased with that. So we'll fit it, see what it looks like on the bike. So there we are, not too bad. Yeah, quite pleased with that, and it's I think it suits the bike a little bit better than the twin seat, and it's quite comfortable. I'll put some edging stuff around there as well. Quite sharp, those edges. That's just the stuff that I put around the double seat base on the edge. Quite good. So it's getting close now. Put some high build primer on the tank. Don't intend to paint it before I go away, but it's just to stop it rusting. So yeah, very close indeed. So I'll catch you on the next one. Well, that's getting close now. Last few bits are done. I just threw a bit of paint on the tank just to see what it looked like. It's only a rattle can paint job. I didn't have a bung, so I made one of those out of aluminium, put an O-ring on it so it grips. A couple of other little things I've done. I've fitted an isolation valve in the flow of the oil tank from leaving the bike over winter, etc. It's nice to be able to close it off to stop it wet sumping, and I generally put an elastic band around it, around onto the kickstart when it's off. I do it on the other bike as well, just to remind me that it's that it's been isolated. And the other little thing there is I put this piece of aluminium angle bolted into the case there. There is already a threaded hole for it, just to keeps the chain oil from being thrown up around the engine. So I'll put the fuel taps on tomorrow. I can't put any fuel in it yet because the paint's not dried properly on the tank. And yeah, it's very close now. So maybe maybe a run tomorrow and see how it goes. So if it does fire up, which it probably should, I'll have a little ride round the garden, and I'll get the better half to video it so we can see it going. So we'll catch you later.